T-Mac went to 22 to the Los Angeles Chargers.
22 to the Chargers?
Yeah.
I like that.
That'd be a steal.
That would be a steal. And you get him and McConkey with Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
That'd be dangerous, dude.
Here's where it comes like you got to be hearing some shit because this one I've yet to see in the first round at all whatsoever, and it's the cornerback Maxwell Hairston, the Green Bay Packers. I only bring him up because they're our division rivals.
Mm-hmm.
No clue about this guy.
Where's he from?
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
It says it's not clear if Yair Alexander has a future in Green Bay, so the Packers turn to highly dynamic Harrison at cornerback.
If you go vegan, we definitely didn't go to the moon in 69. Faked that for sure.
Of course not.
Back that.
Sorry. But, yeah, I know Nickelback on that one.
Don't be nice.
Yeah, I'm not going to react to that like I know who the kid is. I'd have to watch tape on him. What's his size?
Doesn't even say.
I mean, I'm sure he's been playing a lot of good receivers playing in the SEC, so he's battle-tested. But
during the break, you talked about taking it. Go ahead, Nick.
5 picks in 23, 1 pick last year. 10 passes defended the last 2 years, 6'1", 170. I mean, if they're reaching
6'1",
on a
170?
corner.
Kind of skinny.
Very skinny.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Fucking Jameer Gibbs stiff arm that guy.
Yeah, have Amon-Ra jam him into the ground.
Kool-Aid for the table, yeah.
Tim Patrick dunking on him.
Division rival Minnesota Vikings at 24 select Nick Amon-Ra. He's that superstar safety out of South Carolina who just killed the combine. But I was talking to Sky. He says he's got no feel for the game.
It's a great pick for them because they got
Flores
Harrison that they can have him sit behind for a year. He just signed a year extension.
And then remember who's the kid number 44 for them that
Metellus.
Yeah, literally had him everywhere.
Can do anything.
Defensive tackle, linebacker, safety, cornerback.
That was wild.
This guy is that type of athlete where you can do the similar stuff with.
Yeah, that'd be a very good pick for the Vikings.
Hate that for him, but they do. Yeah, that would be a great pick.
Nick would love that.
All right.
Would hate it.
Jumping down, Detroit Lions at pick 28.
42840 says the doctor.
In the 2025 NFL Draft select Michael Williams, edge out of Georgia.
I can't wait to see you at draft.
Williams, another player with a wide range of potential destinations. The production has trailed the athleticism, but there's a ton of upside here. It's from Daniel Jeremiah. Guy who drafts with his ears, scouts with his eyes. What's your reaction to that one?
I love that. I think that's amazing. Like you said, he is an extremely upside forward guy. He is one of those freak athletes out there. He's 6'5", 265. He's got great bend. He's got quick feet, quick get off. But he is very raw. You're going to need to refine him into an elite pass rusher, but he's got all the traits to be that. Yeah, I would love that pick if he fell to the Lions there. I don't know. I mean, I like that Daniel Jeremiah reported that because that means he's at least in talks around there.
Yeah.
Because I could see Brad Holmes moving up a couple picks to get him if he needs to. So, because remember, we talked to Scott. When we first talked to Scott, I was like, you think they'd be able to move up to get Mikel Williams if it was 20 to 25?
Yeah.
And he said, no, probably not. He won't be there. So it's good to hear that he's being talked about around that range. Yeah, I would love that. I think that would be a great pick.
I personally still like Shamar Stewart better, but I wouldn't be mad with this pick. When you watch him play, there's no form of pass rush at all whatsoever. He plays really, really high, but he's just an uber athletic freak. Last year played with a banged up ankle, so you can blame some of it on injuries, but 2 years there, 11 sacks. I'm not a big production guy. I'm more so what are you doing on the tape? And with the tape, he's kind of standing up high and just getting sacks off of unblocks or through the effort, where Shamar Stewart, who was still on the board at that point, gets after. He's just not finishing these quarterbacks. He's putting the pressure on them. He's just not getting to them. It's another guy that lacks moves, but I think both guys can teach moves too.
Yeah.
But one guy's got better for get off. I think one guy's got a better, stronger. I don't know, but I can't complain because this is a guy that you could form or something special.
6'5", 260, 34-inch arms, 4'6", 40. Those
34-inch arms are. Watching this game against Texas, he's getting them up in the air and getting some PDs.
Yeah, dude, you get the swats down. He'll be good at holding off linemen to look, at the hole, look in the run.
Allows him to anchor on the run game
Just
for sure.
Probably the biggest, outside of Abdul Carter, the biggest athletic freak when you look at defensive ends of this draft. Like I say, 4'6", the 34-inch arms. He's 6'5". He's got good bend to him. He just needs to, like you said, he needs to refine his pass rushing skills. And Casey Rogers, pretty good guy to have if you're looking for a big athletic freak to refine into a pretty good pass rusher.
Yeah, I'm not mad at this one at all. I guess I just had Shamar still ranked over him. He ended up going, I believe, to the Eagles.
Yeah.
The final pick of this year's draft. So where you at with Michael Williams, Nick?
I'm all about it. This screams high upside defensive end, and that is exactly what I want in this draft. I'd be thrilled with this pick. You talk about a guy that has the pedigree. I mean, even coming out of high school, former 5-star. He went to Georgia. Obviously, they've been just putting defensive lineman after defensive lineman into the league for now like 5 to 6 years. I feel like they have multiple first to second rounders every single season. 14 career sacks, 23 TFLs. Out of high school, they comped him to Gary, but on the NFL Combine, they comped him to Russo. And Greg Russo, I'd be cool with that.
Absolutely.
I really would. I would love that, to be putting on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson all the way there for this. I'd be celebrating, drinking some cold ones on draft night if this was our first round draft pick.
I would be very happy.
My only other concern is the injury history. Foot injury in 23, and Brett.
Yeah.
I loves him hurt.
Yeah, why do you think he's mocked to the Lions?
Yeah. Foot surgery in 23, the ankle last year. But yeah, obviously he played with the ankle. Some of those lankier limbs and stuff like that with foot. I don't really like the lower body injuries on bigger guys like that.
Yeah.
But obviously, again, he's got the genetic
Pascal
makeup of
beat it.
somebody that's going to be special. 34-inch arms are huge. It allows him to anchor the run game.
Yeah.
There's no seam source of pass rush at all right now. But like I said, I got faith in Casey Rogers, and you're playing opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. You got to figure something out. He'll be able to figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
If not, at least get those 34-inch arms up to bat a pass down. So I'm not mad at it at all. He is literally right after Shamar Stewart in my edge rankings. So he's my edge 4.
Rich Baldwin says, in my opinion, I'm not drafting a player in the first round that I have to teach. We're not in the top 10 anymore. I know, Lions fans are used to being in the top 10, getting those can't-miss products. You're not going to get that in the bottom third of the NFL draft. Like, if you do, you lucked out. But you're going to, especially in the first round, those are guys that you'll find in the second round, in the early second round, are guys that you're not going to have to teach, guys that fell but were really ready to go. Because in the late first round, you're going off of potential a lot. So, and Mikael Williams is an example of that. A lot of potential. Like, your surefire can't-miss products, they're all going to go in the top 15. And then when you get past that, you're looking at guys that have insane potential or ability to do different things. And that's where the Lions have been falling recently. So, I know you don't want to teach anybody, but you're going to have to. Unless you trade up into the top 10 and get somebody crazy.
And the way Brad works, I think Jack Campbell, the perfect example of this, is like people who don't like the production out of either Mikael Williams or Shamar Stewart, Brad Holmes isn't big on that. He is big on your traits. He's going to draft you off your traits. And I think the perfect example of that is Jack Campbell. I think he's a guy that took a year to develop, but you saw the RAS score for him at the linebacker position. It was out of this world. More athletic than a guy that's way smaller and compact than with Malcolm Rodriguez. Just as fast, just as nimble. This is a trait situation with Mikael, and it's a position that you kind of need to fulfill. We're obviously not going to acquire a guy off of free agency. He obviously talked about it being the hardest thing he's ever done as a general manager is to acquire one on the trade deadline or on the market like that. He's going to draft it and hope to develop it with our coaching staff.
Yep.
I also think that Campbell paired his RAS with the production, though. I mean, this guy had back-to-back over 100 tackle seasons at Iowa.
Yeah, he's the best linebacker in the country.
Like, he had the production to go with it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so compared to a couple of these guys, if you're looking for just the sack numbers,
Yeah.
like, Campbell had what you wanted to see out of a linebacker production to match the RAS.
Was this more
When
than a one-round draft?
Nope, just first round. When I look at production for linebackers, though, I'm never really like sold on the tackles. So that's your job as a linebacker. It's not like a X factor to me. Obviously, that means you're not missing tackles, but it's your job to scrape off of what the defensive line does. I think what Jack Campbell was most impressive with him production-wise out of college was the interceptions. This is what I was trying to talk myself into. I'm like, okay, maybe he's seen some of this, but we've not seen that.
I think it might have been a little bit of the Big Ten quarterbacks coming at you for Jack Campbell. I mean, Big Ten quarterbacks blow. Let's just be real about it. So I think that definitely produced some more passes defended for Campbell and interceptions.
For sure.
But I've seen flashes at times. I mean, I think about that first game when he got a hand on the ball against Patrick Mahomes a couple of years ago. I'm hoping to see more of that in Campbell's future because if you can get turnovers from the back end with the safeties and the linebackers, I mean, we're really going to be cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess I sold myself on the traits being Jack Campbell's quality when I talked myself into the pick because I absolutely hated the pick when it happened.
A lot of people did.
Yeah, but he's obviously
Braylon
better now.
left.
I still don't even know that he would have in a redraft. I don't know if that Jack is the pick there, but
If it's the
he's a
Lions
solid
picking
player.
again, I think it would be.
I don't think it would be.
Then they're not
Gonzalez went
BPA?
before.
Kalijah Cansey.
Well, if you relive this, he's not your BPA option there.
He's Brad. That's his BPA.
Yeah, back then. But if you have hindsight, he would.
Captain Hindsight.
Captain Hindsight.
Where did Stewart end up going?
No, 32
To the Eagles?
Yeah,
Where did
I know.
Dude, that would be so ass.
That would be Garbaggio.
Help me!
Far.
Help!
Where did he go?
That's gonna be easy on draft night if Shamar Stewart goes to the Eagles.
That would be
Help
crazy.
me! Help!
Where did Mike Green go?
Mike Green went to
Bengals.
The Bengals.
18 or 19? I think it was 18.
I like that for them.
Yeah, it's a good pick. You just haven't been listening to us at all, huh? You've been in your own world over there.
Dude, I'm so mad. I keep clicking out of this. That's why I fucked up the beginning. I didn't have it pulled up. Yeah, Mike Green went to the Bengals at 17. Gray's able at
10
16.
minutes ago.
It's all right.
God, Nick.
So, hey, it's all
I
right.
always listen to you.
A lot of information.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love that pick.
Post Jack Campbell in 2023.
A+.
Kalijah Cansey, Smith and Jigba, Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison,
Bums.
Kincaid.
Bum.
I don't think Mozzie.
I like Kalijah Cansey out of that group, but obviously
Yeah, Joey Porter Jr. Branch would go over him at BPA.